Robin.
We figured what the hell, huh? For Mike Starr.
That,
who they found in a house in Utah. He's dead. Original basis of Alice in Chains. How great is that? We were discussing if that's dated or not. We don't know. We're too close to it because I still love Alice in Chains just as much as I did when I first heard him.
I know.
I still put Alice in Chains on. And I don't know if it feels dated or not.
I'm told all the time, oh, your musical taste just fucking stopped in the 90s and this. And it's like, you know what? Not really. It didn't. I still like some music and shit, but I just can't take the faggotness that is being passed off as rock. It just sucks.
Well, there's not really a rock genre anymore, is there?
Faggotness, no. And don't tell me, and here's a good band, and this one's good, and you just don't know where to look. You got to look at the fucking indie under the college radar thing, and it's like, you know what? Then they're not. I'm talking about mainstream rock.
Because modern rock is so good now
that
there's not even a station to listen to it in New York City.
Right.
That's how good modern rock is these days.
If it was that good, though, there would be a station.
Oh, Jimmy, there would not.
Oh. So what do you listen to? You've never given us a band or a song.
That I listen to what now?
Like I'll throw, I like MGMT, and I do like Muse, some of their songs.
Yeah, I can't take it.
There's two bands anyway.
That whole affected fucking singer thing and the
Silver Sun pickups I like.
The fucking it looks like I just woke up hairdo, but it's every fucking little out of place hair is in its place. That shit to me is just like fuck. No, faggots. Still just like ugh.
Yeah. What do you like then?
Emo.
You say you like new stuff. Is it more pop?
I couldn't even tell you. Like when I hear it, I go, "Oh, that's cool." I don't know who it is, but
you listen to All Nation on the way home.
That's good. Yeah, occasionally. I'm more talk radio guy.
What about the new Foo
news
Fighters?
thing like that?
I haven't heard the new Foo
Fighters.
I'm embarrassed to say. The problem with All Nation is, you go away for 6 months, you go back, they're playing the same fucking songs.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could do differently because I guess they. You need a list of songs to play, but I don't know, man.
I can't find anything. Just can't find anything that doesn't sound so gay.
This new Foo Fighter song is actually really good.
Oh, okay.
It's called White Limo. The video's pretty sweet, too. It's got Lemy.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. They're just riding around a limo, Lemy. It's the best video ever.
Is it? Is that him driving?
Yeah.
Lemy's the limo driver. That rules.
There's Lemy. Lemy. Those sugar pops on his face are getting bigger.
Yeah.
Also the video.
Lemmy's drinking and driving.
Runs over the rollerblader.
Lemy loves Nazi memorabilia. You can tell that's as close to Nazi boots as anyone could get without saying, "Hey, those are Nazi boots."
This is good.
This is the Foo Fighters, huh?
Wow. Sounds like Queens of the Stone Age.
I think Dave Grohl has something to do with that band. I can't remember what his influence was there.
He was actually drumming.
He drummed on the first
drumming on
album,
the video on the first album.
That's Dave Grohl? Okay, yeah, he wasn't.
I think Dave Grohl's the best songwriter of the last 10 years.
He's put out some hits that aren't like They've been considered rock, you know.
He's very consistent.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really would love to know how much influence he really had in making Nirvana. I mean, obviously he was a third of the band, but I mean, I think he was a lot more than a lot of people give him credit for.
More than Chris Novoselic.
Is he singing this?
Yeah.
Dave Grohl.
He's screaming this.
I mean, Jimmy, the first Foo Fighter album, he didn't have a band. That was Dave Grohl playing every instrument and everything. Everything was him on the first album.
Yeah.
And then he had to get a band to support the album.
That's a talented guy.
Did he sing in Queens of the Stone Age?
I don't think he sang in it.
No?
Grohl singing Queens of Stone Age?
No, he just did drumming.
It's a cool sound. I like this a lot.
This isn't even the single, like, off the new record. They just made this, and I'm not even sure it's going to be on the album.
His screamy face is hysterical. It's like a wolf man.
Lemy drinking and driving. You'd never see that anymore. Awesome.
Some stock footage of a car going over a cliff.
Like a red
It was
sports
a
car.
red sports car. It
That's
wasn't even the limo.
Nah. Well, that's all right.
Great.
What message is that going to send, though?
I know, the children.
I'm going to
I
download.
thought it was that Lemmy should drive for you.
I'm downloading that right now. That's awesome. White Limo, Foo Fighters.
That's a good one.
Sounds like a #1 hit tune.
Number one hit tune,
All right.
I
Well,
reckon.
why don't we get into Sheen's Corner, episode 4?
Yeah.
So Ant watched. It looked a lot better, like you said.
Visually,
And
really good.
And he has you to thank because,
Oh yeah,
Because
one of my pals over there at New Tech that put out the TriCaster. It was his goal to get Charlie Sheen to use the TriCaster, so we relentlessly hounded him about it. I've been just saying the best things about New Tech and the TriCaster. They're great, and I own one. I bought it myself. I didn't get it for free.
Right.
So fuck you that think I'm doing this for any kind of favors.
Language.
Yes, I use it. But foul language. But it's great. It is fucking great, man.
Well, your quality is so good.
Things.
I mean, visually on your thing is
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
man.
I wanted to look great and to have the shittiest fucking unprofessionalism going on.
Well, can I say home run?
Exactly.
But no, it's-
I'm hitting the sauce the whole time. Last night I was, it's good. Like it's fun to work with and shit. Last night I'm able to watch TV, and I got my laptop with me, and I'm just making little visual production pieces to throw in between shit. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to concentrate that much because once you know the programs, you could watch a TV show and just kind of click, 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 and put shit in, and then drop them in visually. It gives you that whole visual, and you're able to move things around, put graphics behind you on these virtual TVs that just look exactly like the news. So you could, when you're doing parodies of the news and goofing on it, it looks like the news.
Right,
so
sure.
it's kind of fun to fucking fuck with.
And
I like it.
once again, we got to look into a visual element for this show.
Yeah,
we're going to start
Would be nice.
looking out of place here in this new world of media.
New world.
So this is official. To the guys down the hall, look into it, please. Yeah. Thank you. Sheen's Corner, episode 4. We got a couple highlights for everybody.
Couple highlights. He ripped on his bosses. He was doing that, profound, poetic, evil Charlie Sheen, but very organized this time.
How many different versions of Charlie Sheen have we seen now? Because you said this is actor Charlie Sheen.
This is the actor Charlie Sheen. Every time he's done one of his shows, his Sheen's Corner shows, he's been a different Sheen. The first one, he was trying to do a kind of a Howard Stern show. A lot of people, he's doing that kind of thing. And then the second one was crazy, insane Charlie, with his hair messy, and that's the one that they're using to pulling all the pictures from.
Which is acting Charlie Sheen.
That's
too.
acting too. But this one was Charlie Sheen, the actor,
The actor.
really acting, using his hands, using his cigarette as a prop. Doing those dramatic pauses, looking up into the camera. Like you could tell he was using his acting chops in this one because it looked good. It was very professional looking.
Now that I have your lazy fucking attention, world, sit back and rejoice. For the Malibu Messiah, the Condor of Calabasas, the fucking warlock of your jealous face sits before you. Undigested.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw Jimmy's face. I had to stop. I'm embarrassed.
It's embarrassing.
This continues with what we said yesterday. It's embarrassing with him trying to come up with a catchfraise every 5 minutes. He's now the Malibu Messiah.
Malibu Messiah.
Did that trend, or
Malibu Messiah?
Was that a successful catchphrase, or did that fail miserably too?
Less and less every day. Less
Really?
and less hashtags that are trending every day. She's starting to remind me of Chris Jericho in WCW. He really is. He sounds like Jericho rocking the mic.
I mean, it's going to date me a little bit, I guess. But when Jericho was feuding with Goldberg, and he was always just like he was being a dick, but on purpose.
Yeah.
It's just sounds like
what he's
Sheen.
doing.
Well, we
Yeah.
also said yesterday it's the Fonzie thing. I'm waiting for Charlie Sheen to crack some skulls.
Yeah.
He's threatening everybody.
Yeah, a lot of
Let's
threats.
see something.
A lot of threats.
Now that I have your lazy fucking attention, world, sit back and rejoice. For the Malibu Messiah, the condor of Calabasas, the fucking warlock of your jealous face sits before you. Undigested hummus trading real estate for this fire dance.
What? Undigested hummus trading real estate for this fire dance.
You're not smart enough to understand it.
I can't.
Sorry.
He's right. I can't wrap my mind around it.
That's a profound way to look at the world.
Yes. It's only Sheen can understand.
Sounded like Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
We might need some fucking Doors music behind this.
Very deep.
Man.
Yeah, that was like a Jim Morrison thing.
You
Trying
think-
to sound deep, but he didn't even know what he was fucking
No
writing.
idea. Hummus into undigested what?
What?
Yeah. Huh?
Do you know what that equals? I blew a $2 million a week job.
No way around it, right?
I don't care how many things you... This is the warlock of wizard, the hat of Tourette's. This is the guy who blew a $2 million a week job. Do you understand? That means that there was only 8 episodes left. Even if you left in... That's $16 million more dollars worth of blowjobs.
That he's not getting.
That's a lot.
And he's going to brag that his T-shirt business is doing well and his Tiger Blood business, whatever fucking thing he does, it's not going to equal what he had.
No, it's a Reggie
what he was
bar.
going to make.
No.
Right.
Reggie bars were great for a month, and no one cared about
Now
them.
he has to sell T-shirts, hoping to get some of that money back.
Great.
How is he winning? Someone explain this to me.
Winning.
I beg you all to stay glued to this raven-wise, Gibson-shredding napalm poet before you, alone and unshackled, as the desperate cries of the soon...
I'm stopping every time Jimmy gives that look.
Jimmy
I have to.
just put his head in his hand, looking down, and there was definitely reason for that.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
And you said this is the actor Charlie Sheen?
The actor.
We have to call it the Jim Morrison Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, you think this is the Jim Morrison?
This is Charlie Morrison,
an American
right here.
poet.
Yes, he's an American poet. Thank God, because it's been way too long. We need a new American poet.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
What Charlie needs to do is stop looking for an angle.
he's Edgar Allan Schmo.
He's a fool.
He really is.
Just get on and talk, man.
Yeah.
But you know, it's almost like how many times can he pound this thing? Like we know he's pissed off. All right, fine. But stop looking for the next.
Yeah.
Stop looking for the magic.
I'm gonna go back because
it's
there's some
terrible.
deep poetry happening here, Jimmy.
Stay glued to this raven-wise, Gibson-shredding napalm poet before you, alone and unshackled, as the desperate cries of the soon-forgotten echo freely in my lair, directing your gaze to their silly and sad, legless and dying heartbeats. Beware, I told all, yet beware clearly.
Jim
I told no one.
Morrison.
Canned slabs of jaundiced gorilla pelts.
Good one.
Fill the plates of those fools and clowns and nabobs. Oh, how they once begged to attend my perfect banquet in the nude. Now they just beg for the keys to my gold.
I'm embarrassed.
Stop trying to be Colonel Kurtz, like when he was reading poetry.
Yes.
You blew a $2 million a week job.
Maya Angelou. I knew where you were going with that one, Danny. I saw that before Danny even typed it out.
It's too bad
I
we
knew
don't.
exactly where he was going.
It's too bad we don't know poets or poetry because this could really be fun.
I know.
Fuck, I don't know any of these fucking people.
I had to Google famous poets.
And I don't even
Hemingway,
recognize a
but-
name in there. Holy shit. He's embarrassing. He's a fool. So that's how he started it.
Walt Whitless.
There you go.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's how he started, man. Hunter S. Dumpson.
He's the Malibu Messiah.
Malibu Messiah.
All right.
The Malibu Messiah.
Sheen starts his unwanted guest list.
Yes. This is where he starts railing on corporate man.
Here is my unwanted guest list. The names slightly altered to keep their stench from polluting my magic daiquiri. Or even worse, stealing my favorite pony. A pony named Steve. His orange mane painted blue. Blue like the evening sky.
Yes.
As he gallops into their basement to acquire the ancient flatware and a rotting cheese board covered in the mold of their moral dysentery. But of course, a serving tray for the pungent snacks they must now choke down. Again, the unwanted guest list. Number 1, less than Goonves. Part scoundrel, part...
What a pussy. He doesn't want to name him by name, huh?
Less than Goonves.
Where's the brave Charlie Sheen?
Well, this is how he's winning. I have no idea.
He's winning by changing their names because he certainly doesn't want them to come after him.
Well, of course not.
What a fucking pussy. You're telling everyone how brave you are. You're the Malibu Messiah.
Yeah.
Less than Goonves. Part scoundrel, part my hair to the side. Screw less, I proclaimed. Or better yet, screw more. You gave me your word, so in turn you gave me nothing. It must really suck being your missus. The promise of getting something, yet receiving nothing. In vitro side, all shiny pool boys rejoice and line the block around your house. Sizzle, losing, bye.
That's his new
Number 2,
phrase.
Peter Roth.
Sizzle, losing, bye.
I will not call sloth. I spare you this revelatory maelstrom of pure exposure, as your heart was always rooted in fairness and hug-bonding good tidings. Trust not your evil overlords. They will discard you and then abandon your precious family. Liars and fools, all of them. Get out while you can, good sir. Sheen's Corner could use the bright and sterling presence you led with from day one. You have my digits. Use them. Show your courage, Peter. Come dance in my gold.
You're trying so fucking hard.
Disgusted Jimmy is I'm loving it.
Because I like the guy and I backed him because I don't care what he does in his personal life, and I like the fact that he was telling the truth and just being belligerent about what he liked. But you fucking admit what happened. Yes. He sounds like a seashell slither along silent seafloor. That's Colonel Kurtz or whatever it was. I saw a snail slithering on the edge of a straight razor, and he also blew a $2 million a week job. I overplayed my hand, as someone in cards will do. I thought I had blackjack, but apparently I didn't. I had 16. And now I want to come off like I meant to have 16 all along.
Right.
But I really didn't, because I thought I had blackjack, but I had 16. I'm angry that John Cryer didn't call me and come rushing to my defense while I was screaming and begging for attention, having been raised in show business and never really having had to work very hard my entire life.
Hit me. 5, please. 5, please. Blackjack. Oh, bust. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers.
I don't need any guests. I have me. That's been interesting for exactly 1 minute and 48 seconds. The other 58 minutes, you're on your own.
Well, let's continue with the unwanted guest list.
Number 3, Bruce. Bruce, Daisy and Wilt. Shame on you, you much shorter than average fool. And shame on your invalid attempts to shell game this grand magician. My crew now knows the truth. And yes, that is all of their fists pounding on your paper-thin chamber door. They now leave with solid proof of your sordid hypocrisy and yellow-spine tactics. Wait, is that an angry mob raiding your muck hole? It's over, tiny man. Grab ankles and accept your fate. Wow, must really suck being you right now. The pulp of fiction suits you well.
What?
Since childhood short, weak, thick glasses. Never seen by a goddess, only owned by the bully, like a bitch. Sizzle, losing, bye.
Sizzle, losing, bye.
Charlie Morrison.
Sizzle, losing, bye.
Thank you, Charlie
That
Morrison.
bye thing. Bye.
Was cool at first.
I thought from the moment I heard it was a
didn't like that one?
snotty child thing to say.
Duh.
Bye, duh.
Yeah.
No, and it's not charming to me to rush back to the 80s in terminology. It's not unique and charming. It's just silly.
Glue Sniffer writes on Twitter, Sheen sounds like someone writing a high school graduation speech. That's pretty good. Sheen gets to Chuck Lorre, or Lorre.
Chuck Lorre, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's...
I wouldn't know because no one's ever put me on a network show. I have to guess at the big players' names.
going after the guy that has 4 hit shows on TV right now.
Number 4. Hiya, Chuck. Cheese ball. Where you hiding, silly clown? Behind your narcissism? Your greed? Your hatred of yourself? Or women? Which personality are you cowering beneath for transparent cover? I see you, you little worm. I see you behind your plastic smile, your bitchy pout, and your desperate need to be liked. Forget love. That ship sailed when you were born, to use one of your stupid and unfunny jokes. Good luck with those tin cans, shitbrain, and the mush mouth of some pathetic carcass you so arrogantly attempted to trade out for this warlock. Think of me often, loser.
You're not a warlock.
You're not a warlock.
Warlocks...
They're magical.
No.
He's not a warlock?
No.
Warlocks are magical.
Actually, yes, he is.
I thought he was a warlock.
He took $2 million a week and made it disappear.
And he's making it sound like this guy has nothing without Charlie. He still has, what, 3 shows on TV?
Yeah, I think he'll be
How
fine.
I Met Your Mother's doing really well. Big Bang Theory's doing really well. And what's the third one?
I think he'll be fine.
What was the other one?
Mike and Molly.
Mike and Molly, I don't know much about, but
It's new, but it's doing all right.
He's a
doing all right.
comedian, big fat guy from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I saw him on the Kevin Smith set. It's Zach and Mary. He's a really nice guy, man. Billy Gardell.
happy for him, Jimmy.
Very. Yeah, he's one of those guys, been at it for fucking years, and he's a veteran. So it's always good to see a guy like that getting what he worked for.
But you're crying inside.
Nah, because it's not. It's certain times you do,
Right.
But that's not a role I would have. You know what I mean? Like him and Molly, it's just about a big fat couple, and like, I would never have been in that position.
Yeah, that you wouldn't do that.
And I'd rather see a guy who's a fucking road veteran, who knows how to be you know what I mean? Like those guys, you're happy because they encourage you. Like, hey man, it's not just some fucking 21-year-old with a good jawline and Adam's apple. It's it's encouraging.
All right, let's get back to the warlock.
Hey, Warlock, why don't you come into the squared circle and we'll decide this thing? It just does sound like bad fucking mic drivel.
Arrogantly attempted to trade out for this warlock. Think of me often, loser. During your most quiet moments. All alone in the world, staring into the mirror, your least favorite activity. Think of me as you pray to the silly god of AA, while begging refuge from the contaminated image of hatred and dismay that so painfully glares back. Can you smell your soul? Can you smell the rotting dog shit? The fermented puke that is your viscera? Can you smell the lies? Can you smell the carnage you've created? Can you smell the imposter living within? Can you smell the whimpering, scared child you'll never have the courage to embrace? Can you smell your mother's tears from some distant memory as she stared at her pathetic creation, asking all around her why this feeble abortion survived? Can you smell it, Chuck? It smells like malaria, in case you were wondering. If sad and stupid
Pause
had a
that,
foul
please.
odor attached to it.
That's almost right from Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Place smelled like death and malaria.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, he absolutely quotes
He enjoys that movie.
Apocalypse.
He's made that perfectly clear.
That's great, but it's like your dad did it. You shouldn't quote it that much.
I know, it's kind of creepy. It's really a little like wanting and
What are you doing?
Where's Marty been
love,
lately?
love me, daddy.
I think Marty
Marty-
reached out to him, and he's just
Martin
he's with
Sheen
Emilio
has said,
somewhere.
look, his statement has been, look, my son is very sick, and he needs help, and...
You think they talk?
No.
I think Martin reached out to him, and
But they don't have a relationship, really?
Nah,
Seems like they don't have a close relationship.
I don't think so.
I don't know. They might actually, but when it's like the way I looked at my dad when I was 15. He's just doing it 30 years later. Like, all right, I know, leave me alone. Like, that's how you don't want to talk to people. His father knows he's full of shit. Like the last thing you want to do when you're in this weird character is be around people who could look at you and go, "Really,
Really? Really?
True.
He needs yes men around him. He doesn't need, really? Is that what you're doing?
You see, he sees that his dad's calling, and he gets that feeling inside, like, oh.
His father is
I know
sober
my
a
dad
long time.
knows.
B, he's Martin Sheen.
Right.
He's like he loves him as his father, but he's He's not nervous around Charlie.
No.
He's unimpressed with Charlie. He knows Charlie's full of shit right now.
Yeah, he's not impressed with this at all, right? He's not believing in the Warlock thing.
Yeah.
No.
The Warlock thing.
Come on,
Look,
kid.
Warlock. Yeah. Come on, Warlock.
In case you were wondering, if sad and stupid had a foul odor attached, it would be you, fuck Bori.
Wow.
You gotta hate that your stage name rhymes with suck. Personally, I find it perfect. Suck and muck.
Well, he showed him.
He sure did.
I know.
Because all he's done is sucked in Hollywood. That Lorre. 2.5 Men really wasn't that successful. He did create that, right?
Oh, of course he did.
God, we love going after those type of people, but Charlie makes it hard. He really does.
And I don't even like Chuck Lorre, I have no knowledge of the guy.
Right.
And I don't care that Charlie trashes him, but it's like you sabotaged the entire thing. You could have just waited a couple of more months. What was so hard? He hasn't gotten into what was so horrible to make people understand why this is a relief that you fucked everybody out of the fucking gig, and now.
I'm starting to go with what you're thinking, Jimmy. He's a spoiled brat, Hollywood spoiled brat, and he didn't get his way on this one, and he doesn't know how to handle it.
He's always been this guy.
Right, but he took it too far.
Yeah.
He thought he knew that how far he could take it. He took it too far. He got spanked for it, and now, the spoiled brat in him is coming out.
Yeah, he's just yelling and screaming and kicking. So what are you doing, man?
Because in the end, he did this to himself.
Now he has burned the CBS bridge, and now he can't go back.
That's not a big bridge. Don't worry about it. It's not connected to a lot of stuff or anything.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers isn't a big company.
It's tempting, I'm sure, when everybody's listening. Like, when basically he thought, oh my God, the whole country wants to hear from me. And then you start throwing out things. You're like, fuck everybody, I got the whole country on my side. But what he doesn't seem to realize is that that's going to fade away quickly because it's going to get very boring for people, as it already is. Mm-hmm. Then what?
Yeah, this is a spike. Ant and I were talking about before the show. It's a spike. He's obviously a famous guy to begin with, but this fame arc that he's on is really a spike. It's going up very quickly, and then it's just going to go down very quickly on the other side.
Yep.
59,000 tuned in. How many of the first night?
90.
It was 110,000.
Half the audience now.
Yeah, and it's going to drop from there. Sheen continues to talk about Lorre.
You picked a fight with a warlock, you little worm. Remember this. After that first drink back. The drink you know you want. The drink you can't avoid any longer. How's it taste? How's it feel? Are you whole again? At peace? In love? You are no match for this warlock. My power will consume you every losing day, ugly whore. Let's do a scene, maggot. I speak first. Me. Are you an assailant? Fuck Bori. I'm a showrunner. Me. You'll neither. You're an ugly clown sent by corporate fools to collect your fill. Chew heartily, loser. Shortly from now,
kind of made me laugh.
you'll have nothing left. Nothing. How's last night's 2.8 in the demo feel? Ouch. How about last night's 2.6 as well to follow it? Should have gone up. Instead it went down like you on some $4 trollop. Sizzle, losing by.
Sizzle losing by.
Sizzle losing by is going to be the next big... Nothing.
No, nothing happened with that one
It's
either?
going to be the next big... Nothing.
Bill Shuloff, it looks like, on Twitter. This sounds like Son of Sam letters.
Yeah, just rambling.
One for the older demo right there.
Yeah.
One for you guys. Got to talk like Charlie.
Really?
Although he does remind me of how he spoke in Wall Street. The Art of Sun. He did actually talk like that in the original Wall Street.
Yeah.
That's not that far.
Well, I was saying he's acting.
Yeah.
He's acting Charlie in this one. He's got lines to read. He's got gestures. He's acting.
What about the Morrison angle?
Well,
We're playing the Doors and everything.
Well, for the I know, for trying to be that ironic and fucking poet thing, yeah. But he's acting to do that.
But we're doing the Doors.
Yeah, I hear the Doors. Hear the Doors playing.
We committed to this.
Yeah.
Is it the actor or is it Charlie Morrison?
He's acting like Charlie Morrison.
Okay, there you go.
That's what he's doing.
You brought it together.
He's Colonel Curtains.
One more clip from
Drape's jokes.
Shane's Corner. He ends with Tiger Blood. What was this about, Ed? Needs a setup or not really?
Does any of it.
Moving along now to our next item at hand. There's been global speak regarding my tiger blood. And yes, it's real. It's as real as me. To avoid any speculation, I will now allow my precious tiger blood to be extracted.
He blinks his eyes.
There you go. Those who deserve it now possess it. Use it wisely. I trust that you will. As I stated earlier, a high treason has occurred. The scales of justice are in a state of radical disarray.
Wow.
Together we must right this infantile wrong.
Infantile.
One final note. Sheen's Corner is now for sale as a sports bar. You know where to find me, so I bid you adieu. Stay tuned, good soldiers. I'll see you all very soon on the battlefield. Godspeed.
That was it. That was
How long was it? Where did he attack John
about
Cryer?
10 minutes. He did that in another interview. Yeah.
Cryer said that he reached out to him, so who knows?
Yeah, Cryer maybe like you're like, hey, why didn't he call his friend? But maybe he's like sick of it. Maybe he's like, this guy's self-destructing. Fuck him.
Yeah, he might have done that, or
Maybe he's just annoyed.
Sheen said he didn't reach out to him, and he's just scared and won't be on his side. And when Sheen is making multi-million-dollar movies, John Cryer will be calling him, begging for a walk-on role. And, yeah.
But that would be me who'll be doing that. What did you write on Twitter, good soldier? I was just kidding, Charlie.
Good soldier. I'm a good soldier.
Yes.
But Cryer claims he did reach out to him. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm sure he was. He was probably making a good dime.
How's this going to end, man?
Just in a fizzle.
You think
this isn't going to be some big, it's not going to be Charlie pulling a fucking R. Bud Dwyer on his Sheen's Corner thing. It's going to just fizzle out. Once there's a big news story, once something else clicks, America's interest, very fickle.
We go somewhere else.
Away.
Yep.
And then we never go back to the big story.
No.
We get breaking news about something else, and that takes our attention away from Charlie, and then it's too late to go back there.
Where's the golden voice bum?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Oh, my God.
Is he in
I forgot
rehab?
about him
The
already.
golden voice bum.
He left rehab, and then I think they're doing a reality show, I think, last I heard. And I think the lawyers are going to get involved with this. If he's going to go into this big, huge lawsuit against, CBS or Warner Brothers, whatever.
He's already fucked himself as far as that goes.
But the lawyers, if they're going to have a real lawsuit, they're going to say, all right, if you really want us to do this, you got to shut the fuck up because you're only going to hurt our case here. And that's how it goes away.
He's going to kind of get the money he was getting for that show by selling T-shirts and coffee mugs.
Hell no.
With winning on it. And
hell no.
It's because it's a fickle. People are very fickle with their taste, unless it's something that's really like what he doesn't seem to realize is you want to capture people just by being you, but you had them the right way. You had 20 million a week or whatever it was.
My God.
People watching you when you were doing what you do.
Yeah.
Like you're an actor, you were on the #1 comedy, and they were fucking all paying attention to you. It's like, what are you doing now? It's like everybody's watching you for the wrong reasons because they think you're just making an asshole out of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're watching for.
And there's certainly, he's getting big numbers, but, he can't sustain this.
No.
Unless he goes back on the drugs. But then how long can you sustain it if
Even
you're on the
that,
drugs?
it's like, you're good. Then you'd be like, oh, there's Charlie on drugs. And, it's...
And like we discussed, it's a fraternity out there. They're all talking. They're like, someone will hire him for something, of course. But,
I think like
the really
NBC
big, nice gigs, they're like, fuck that.
He'll get movies because you don't have to be in bed with someone for a movie for fucking 10 years.
True.
He'll probably get some movies. Like I'm sure he could do it if he wants to.
Like what movies?
Whatever he wants to do.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure
What
he's-
movie.
He's a good actor.
He's got insurance issues and all that. So someone has to take a chance.
Dude, Christian Bale punched his mother, and they still hired him for films. Christian Bale had a meltdown. They all are fucking nuts out there.
As long as you're good, I guess.
And maybe a reality show.
Major League 3.
But I don't think a reality show would be that interesting after the first one or two.
I mean, we're seeing the reality show now. So, this is like, cares.
Who's the real Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, that is a good question because
which one is it?
We've seen so many.
Because we were the first to say, look, this is, he's playing. Here's
playing who I think
up.
the real Charlie Sheen is.
Which one is it?
The first one he did, where he's hanging out with his laughing yes men buddies, just being that too cool for the room because everyone's laughing at everything I say, hipster hat guy. L.A. douchebag.
So he's not that interesting when he
No. That's the guy I think it is.
Or a script.
Yeah. So he had a script this time. He had a nice tight shot on himself.
What about the TMZ interview in the backyard? Was that close?
Yeah, because that was another like too cool for the room, spoiled Hollywood brat. Which he grew up Martin Sheen's son. Got right into showbiz. Had a big hit movie, a couple of them, when he was pretty young. So
Ferris Bueller.
Red Dawn.
How long was he in Ferris Bueller?
I remember Red Dawn.
2 minutes?
Charlie
2 minutes.
was in that?
Yeah,
he was in the police
station.
In
the police station, playing a drug.
Made out with what's her name there?
Oh,
drug
right.
fiend.
Yeah, do you think that was just a gig like, look, Martin's kid wants to do this?
Yeah.
That was a start?
Yeah, just throw him in there. And, that's him right there. Yeah.
Let me see.
There's the young Charlie Sheen.
Right. But he is a good actor, too. It's like you can't say he stinks or anything. He was great in Platoon. And
Platoon was fucking fantastic. And then, what was that other movie he was in with Swayze and all the young...
Oh, The Outsiders was good,
The
man.
Outsiders.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Charlie was in The Outsiders?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I think he was.
No, he wasn't.
No?
No.
Was he in Rumblefish?
I don't know. I don't do either.
Wait, Charlie wasn't in...
Of course he wasn't.
Wasn't Tom Cruise in The Outside?
Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, Ralph Macchio.
I thought he was in that.
No, S.E. Hit and Road. Fucking C. Thomas Howell, Rob Lowe.
Oh, Emilio was in
Emilio,
it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
Jerry Ferdinand.
Look at you.
I just made up Jerry Ferdinand.
Jerry Ferdinand. Leif Garrett was in it.
Oh, he was the Soch.
Yeah, he was the Soch.
Matt Dillon was great.
Yeah. Do it for Johnny.
Yeah. He was really good.
Yeah.
You think Vince McMahon's going to be the Malibu Messiah now? You got to think that Vince is going to steal some of Charlie's
Vince wants
lines.
to start stealing his lines as characters.
Yeah.
And now the Warlock.
He probably will, though.
He probably will.
He likes feeding off pop culture, right?
Less goon mess.
He's acting so nutty, he's like a bunch of fruitcakes.
Oh, God, Chip.
I almost waited, by the way. Avril Lavine was here yesterday.
I know. I saw Opie's video, and I'm like, fucking Avril Lavine?
Yeah, you like Avril. That's your type.
I love Avril.
That's kind of your type.
It's kind of.
I know your type.
That's perfect.
That is your type, right?
That is.
I heard she didn't take pictures with anybody. I would have had to wait an hour, and I was like, you know what? I opened Kenny in the car. I just can't do it. Like, I can't wait an hour.
Why do you have to wait an hour to get a picture with her? What was so important? I saw that she had 20, 25 guys around her.
Ridiculous. It's not our people either, because our guys like Leeds and Annabella, they all asked.
Oh.
It's simply
Info? News?
what?
It would have been tough to get a picture with Avril.
Why?
Yeah.
She had like literally 15 people here with her and a camera crew that was hers with her. And like I was stalking in the lobby when she was
You
done.
are?
Oh yeah. But
A picture?
Yes. But I didn't get one. But nobody got one.
What's the problem with taking a few pictures at a place that is helping you, that is helping push your career forward?
I guess it's she didn't want to take
What
pictures
is
with
the
everyone
problem?
and once
Really?
one person gets one.
Well, because that's
another person comes.
that's a
and another
tough
person
life
comes.
to take a lot of pictures every day.
It's these shitty, spoiled celebrities and their shitty, fucking overprotective, hangers-on. And she's a...
Perhaps she's just shy.
She signed stuff. I got a signed CD. That was nice.
Wow.
Did she?
Why wouldn't she take a picture? Did she have a pimple on her face or something?
Did you ask her?
No,
she was proactive.
She was
Stop.
like, her people were literally just pushing her out. She didn't even take a picture by herself next to the...
In the logo?
Yeah, she didn't take any... But that might have been because there were 15 people kind of saying, okay, you're going this way, you're going that way.
Maybe that
Sign
wasn't
the
her
wall,
thing.
get out.
That's people around her.
Sirius XM has to say, look, if you're going to come up here, you're going to take a few pictures, period. This place will survive without Avril
Didn't she
Lavine.
perform?
She did. She performed like 5 songs. She probably took
Really?
a couple pictures with the people who interviewed her, maybe.
I made the mistake of, on the way home last night, mentioning to my girlfriend that I almost waited an hour for an Avril Lavigne photo.
And she ripped you to pieces.
She said, and I quote,
Here we go.
"You fucking faggot." Exact words.
Sorry, you're not pumping it up.
No, you fucking faggot. I would have had to dump you if you waited an hour for a picture with me.
Wow. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that would have been rough.
And then I got caught because it was some fucking, like, we were like on 23rd and 7th, and it was dark, and there was like this flashing cameras. So I rolled in my window and I looked out, and it was just a bunch of drunks taking pictures.
Oh, no.
But it was humiliating because she caught me. She's like, "You thought that was a fucking celebrity, didn't you?" I'm like, "No."
shit.
I was like, "No, I was just."
Boy, she's got you
I was
down, man.
I was actually embarrassed because I had rolled the thing and poked my
Like,
head out to the
what's
left.
going on there?
Yeah, she brutalized, and justifiably so.
You do have an obsession.
But I didn't do
We
it. though.
talked about it all the way home yesterday. I
Yeah.
filmed only a minute of it, but we talked about it all the way home.
But then I fucking. By
We
the
were trying
way,
to justify that it was okay you were going home without the picture.
well, because then Hanson
He
was
was.
here, and I had a picture with Hanson I wanted to get signed, which also didn't go over well last night.
You're going to put that next to your Sabbath picture?
It's amazing why I care. I don't know why. Michelle Rodriguez will be in the building Friday, so I have to get my picture with her signed.
but
Comic-Con.
we've talked
Yeah.
about it a million times. I get caring about getting pictures with celebrities, but you need a picture with everybody that's famous that walks by you.
But I don't do it anymore like I used to. Like, I've actually passed a lot of ones. Like her, I just left yesterday thinking I probably could have. I didn't. I'm not as crazy as I used to be because I've met enough of them in proper work circumstances, and I get annoyed at having to. It's like, you make me fucking work for it. Go fuck yourself. It starts to annoy me. Unless it's De Niro or somebody like that. Then I would work for it.
I don't know where did we put my video up on Facebook? I filmed on the way home yesterday about the Avril Lavigne picture and Jimmy's pink lips.
How did she look?
And then everyone had
good.
everyone
She
had a
looked really
comment.
good.
Once
Yeah.
again, they turned gay
I was...
because I made fun of your pink lips.
So you never know if you're going to get a good story out of it. Like there's ones I've taken that were cool. Sometimes you don't. Most times you don't.
Yeah.
But other times it's just you have it. And again, will I ever do anything with it? A one-man show? Maybe not. Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. But there's just something about it like,
It would make for a great picture book.
It would, but they don't sell. I almost did that. But my
Coffee table book.
book agent said Metallica's didn't even do as well as they wanted. Like,
And what, they had something like that?
Yeah. Eddie Trunk actually has a book coming out with a lot, he's all into metal and shit. And I saw a copy of it, and it's all photos that you have not seen of these bands because his friend was a photographer of like Kiss and all these cool fucking shots. That's one that will sell because it's a small book. It's not overly expensive. But a fucking coffee table book, dude, they're hard to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're just expensive, and you're lucky you can go out and get people to spend $15 on a book.
A coffee table book that turns into a coffee table.
It's
Yeah.
Wow, that was hysterical.
it worked funny.
I can't believe he's a genius.
It was Regis, right?
Yeah, it was on Regis.
Oh, Black Rock Coalition by Black Girl.
Oh, God, that's right, his coffee table book.
Don't make fun of his baby, man. Earl
That's
tweets
great.
about this damn book at least once a day.
What is that, a book of mugshots?
It's pretty cool. I thought it was a really great idea because basically what Earl did was he took a Facebook page and turned it into a book. And I thought that's really cool. No one's doing that.
Yeah.
You know, why just go to Facebook and look at all sorts of pictures when you could just pay $40? I mean, that's
Are there
awesome.
any words in that book?
I don't know. There's not many. I mean, it's Earl.
I'm seeing a lot of
There you
pictures. Oh, okay. Did he write that?
What,
did
you
someone,
mean the two run-on sentences?
or
Yeah,
did,
probably.
Did someone ghostwrite it?
Oh man.
What? I
set up your own joke.
No, somebody. Sometimes
You really did.
You really set up your own joke.
I know.
And you didn't even wait for us to.
I was playing with myself in the yard. I was throwing the ball up and hitting it with the bat, and then getting the ball.
You
and
didn't even wait
back.
for us to give you an answer that you didn't care about anyway because you wanted to get to your line.
I had to get to
There wasn't even a space
my
between-
line.
You're like the ethnic comic that purposely says something wrong just to correct yourself on stage. You know what I mean? What is he saying? You know? How do you say it? Like the guy that purposely says things wrong.
Yeah.
B with a bunch of motherfucking O's.
Too good.
Yeah.
Too fucking
I gotta
good.
agree with you there.
All right. Well,
You know how annoyed I would have been if I was so tired yesterday and I waited an hour for a picture and
And
didn't get
didn't get one? Oh,
fuck
boy.
her.
I
Enough
agree.
already.
Oh, I agree,
I
bro.
wish. I like
She was
that,
in the green
Avril.
room just waiting around. That's when you take a few pictures
I know.
with people that work at the place that is helping you in your career.
It would have been worth it for Avril.
Fuck her. Who cares?
You don't need to say rude things.
Huh?
You don't need to say rude things.
And then you do get a picture and they're grumpy as shit. Like I was a big Genesis fan growing up, and Phil Collins was a douchebag. He really was, and we were like trying to be cool, and he just was like, "Hey, are you ready?"
Yeah, the picture.
Are you ready?
The picture I have with him is just terrible.
I guess he has to retire because if he plays drums, he could die or something now.
What?
Why?
But then they're saying that's not true, and
Is that what the story is?
there's also rumors he's really depressed, which makes sense because he did not want to take the pictures with us.
No.
And I even said, "Hey, man, been a huge fan.
Piss off.
I know he's heard this shit a million times, but still,
Yeah, at least
how tough is your life? Just fucking smile and make believe you're hearing it for the first time.
I fucked
You could
up,
be in a
though.
factory somewhere, asshole."
Exactly. It's exactly it. It's like, that's why I say when me and Patrice were talking yesterday about cakewalk jobs, like, yeah, there's a lot of pressure here or every job, but it's not exactly like when I see guys outside in the winter doing fucking construction or like, you know, with holding a flag and waving people over one lane. They're making okay money and decent. It's like, I don't want to fucking do that.
Yeah, talk to those guys. If you asked them, would you like to blow off this job and then just have people wanting your picture all day long? Would you trade jobs?
Yeah.
Hey.
Would you want to hang with friends and just
Remember
talk
that.
shit for 4 hours a day and make
Right.
fun of whoever you want? It's the greatest gig ever.
Working sucked.
Oh, dude,
I
it
could
was
attest
awful.
to it.
It was awful.
Working was terrible.
Fucking the highlight of me working at Christoph Silver was when I would fart and my two Haitian coworkers, Philippe and Lionel. One of my fun.
Lionel!
Philip was a funny fucking dude, man. This Haitian guy was a funny guy, but he would always get milk farts, which were horrible. Milk fart.
You said it like that.
Yeah, they had very heavy Haitian. But Lionel was a Haitian guy, very quiet.
Yeah.
One of my greatest memories, and I mean as a person, is I was on the packing line at Christoph, and I cut a fucking gasser. It was heinous. And Lionel was walking. There was the end of the packing line, and then you had probably from where I am to where the TVs are beyond Opie, probably about 10 feet to the office. And Lionel walked between me and the office, and it hit him, and he actually ducked. I'll never forget that. He ducked out, and he went, "Oh, my God!" And he ducked as if I had thrown a fucking cinder block at him. It's one of my fondest memories as a man. I was just starting comedy. It was 1990 sometime, and I've never been happier with myself in that
Wow,
moment.
that's good.
You got your most embarrassing tape today?
Oh,
It's
God,
here.
please.
Danny's got
Can we
it.
finally finish
Oh,
up that bit
please,
that we
let's
started over
finally.
a month ago?
We can,
I
when do you want
forgot.
to do it? After, or you want to
Today?
do it right now?
Sooner
we do
better
it today?
than
I got
sooner
it
better
tinkle,
than
yeah.
later.
Because we lose Jimmy tomorrow and Friday, so.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it today. We
Let's-
got it.
I'll be
Let's
in
do it today.
Sanny Franny doing Cobbs.
Nice. Sometime after the break, we'll do that. And don't forget about your CD, Jimmy.
Oh, Despicable is now out. It's number 2 behind Daniel Tosh. Let's be honest. There's no way I'm passing Daniel, that handsome bastard.
Fuck him.
Oh, he's a good dude. Believe you, I'd love to hate him, but he's a nice guy.
I should get him on the show.
Maybe he would do it. I mean, is he ever in town or is he in LA?
I don't know. It seems like he would like this show.
Yeah,
We've never had him on.
I don't know him. He interviewed me once on our Comedy Central thing. He was great.
I see the tweets. People want us to get him. I would like to have him on. That would be nice.
Oh, that son of a bitch is good looking and successful. I hope he falls into a glass pit.
Where's there a glass?
There isn't one, but if there is one, I hope he trips and falls into it and then looks like me and sees how hard it is.
You want to build one just in case?
Just in case he's around.
Just in case he's around it.
Yeah, we should get him.
We'll do Jimmy's most embarrassing tapes sometime after the break.